You guys are not Chinese. Why are you eating frogs?
Well, it has always been a generational delicacy of our forefathers.
Wow.
And something transferred onto us.
Wow.
So you can imagine how it feels like to be in the terrain or domain of these frogs.
These frogs. You eat frogs?
I eat them. I don't joke with them at all. I don't joke with them at all.
Even snakes, we eat.
We eat.
Snakes.
You eat snakes here?
Yes.
Gabon viper.
You eat Gabon viper here?
Yes.
So currently with the manager for Onepone,
Endangered species refuge.
Endangered species
refuge.
Refuge.
Yeah.
So it is a refuge for endangered species. This is where they come to seek safety, like asylum for them. You know, people are harming them, people are chewing them, bushmeat. Anytime we go to Kumasi, we buy bushmeat. We are sorry. But this place, they are being protected. And look, are we going to see the animals in, you know, usually like a zoo format? You see them in a cage, you see them in some build. Do you have stuff like this here?
Yeah, so here's not a zoo.
It's not a
and
zoo.
So we don't assure you of seeing any animal.
Okay.
But once in a while, you can chance upon some of the species that we have.
You can chance upon some of the species that you have.
Yeah.
So when you come here, you are not assured that, okay, I'm coming to see a lion or I'm coming to see a snake, but you can find them.
You can find a snake, but we don't have lions here. So
Yeah.
we have a flagship species that we are protecting here.
Okay, which is?
It's called the Togo slippery frog.
The Togo slippery frog.
So it's also called the whistling frog.
Okay.
And so that the flagship species that we are protecting over
That
here.
you're protecting over
So
here.
it's endangered, and then it's endemic to Ghana and Togo.
Okay.
So in the whole world, this frog species can only be found here in Ghana
And Togo.
and somewhere in Togo.
The whole world.
The whole world.
It can only be found somewhere in Ghana
Yes.
and in Togo.
Yes.
This endangered frog.
So you know, we have ways of classifying animals. So this one, they are critically endangered.
Okay.
Meaning
Critically endangered.
Meaning if you don't take care, they go extinct.
And that's it.
That's it.
So how are you able to tell the animals that are endangered that need your support? How are you able to
So
tell?
scientists have ways of classifying animals. So you know, because they are endemic, it means
Yes.
that their geographical range is limited.
It's limited.
And so if you don't conserve these species, in that time will come, you will not even see them
We will not
again.
even see them again.
So what happens is that in this community, they were consuming them.
They were consuming them in this
In
community.
this community.
So like the frog, they
The
were
frog,
consuming them.
it.
So there are communities in Ghana that consume frogs.
Yes.
Not only the Chinese, just so you know. Right.
Yeah, so what happened is that usually when we came here, we saw that they were consuming them.
Yeah.
Know that they are endemic. What we did was that we went to their churches because we saw that they were Christians.
Okay.
So we go to their churches to preach to them.
Okay.
So when we don't go with the Bible.
You don't go with the Bible.
Yes, because the Bible, the gospel is just Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
But if you go by the gospel of Pasamle, that's how they call the frog in the local language.
The gospel of Pasamle.
Pasamle.
That's the name of the frog in the local language.
Yes.
You go to their churches without the Bible, but instead the gospel of Pasamle.
Yes, so we speak to them. They need to conserve these species, knowing that the whole of Ghana can be found in their community. People who come from far and near to come
find them here.
and watch them here, and kind of generate some kind of revenue toward the community development.
So has anyone come to see some of these frogs here?
yeah, so there are times that we do the frog tour.
You do the frog tour.
Yes, these frogs are special. That they don't live in dirty waters.
Okay.
They like fast-flowing streams.
They like fast food.
And so if you should come here during the rainy season and tell us that we want to do the frog tour, we'll come with you in the night.
To come and
come and
see.
see the frogs.
You come in the night to
Yes.
come and see. Now, the reason why you should come and have a look at this frog is that it is not found anywhere in the whole world except Ghana and Togo.
Yes.
So if you don't see it in Ghana, you won't see it anywhere in the world
Let's go to Togo.
unless you go to Togo. The more reason why you have to come. And at night, when the frog tour is held, that's when you can see these frogs. Can you give us a description of how this frog looks? You know, the length, the size, what makes it special? What makes it different from all the other frogs that your people enjoy chewing them like that?
Yeah. They used to chew them, but now they're no longer
They are
chewing
no
them.
longer chewing them.
Yes.
yeah.
One thing about this frog is that, you know, though they are frogs, but if you study their DNA, it's so unique that they have nothing to do with frogs.
If you study their DNA, they have nothing to do with frogs.
But they are frogs.
But they are frogs.
Yes. And then, you know, we find frog that croaks. This frog whistles.
This frog doesn't croak, it whistles.
So it's also called a whistling
The
frog.
whistling frog. Or it has another name you mentioned earlier.
The pasamle.
The pasamle. That's for the local
Yes,
people.
it's called the Togo slippery frog.
Thank you. Togo slippery frog or whistling frog
Yes.
or pasamle.
Yes.
Good.
And so their size varies.
Okay.
Then they have a web-like feet.
They have a web-like feet.
With strong ties that allow them to swim faster.
Okay.
And so they are slippery. So once you held them, they don't take it. They'll just slip out
They'll
of your
just
hand.
slip out of your hand
Then they
and
go.
go. But are they big?
Some could be as big as my palm.
Okay.
And
Some
then
could be as big as your
to
palm.
Then the other smaller one as well. But yes.
I love this conversation about this frog. I feel special, and my team, we feel special because we are talking about an animal that only Ghana and Togo has. Nobody has it again in the world.
Sure.
And so to actually see it, must you pay a lot of money to see it?
So currently we don't put a fee on them currently, but very soon, maybe from April going.
Yeah, the diasporan people will come. Now that we are here, they will come.
We will start to introduce the frog tour.
Okay.
Now we only do it to our students who come to study them.
At what times at night can we do this frog tour?
So usually we start from 8 p.m.
From 8 p.m.
Then depending on our pace, we may end at 12,
12.
at 1 a.m.
I want to ask, if we decide to come back either today or tomorrow in the evening, because this video will be incomplete if we are unable to show them the frog, this is what we are talking about,
Yes.
and have a live view of it. We'll be so happy. Whatever we need to pay to see it, we'll pay. Don't worry.
Yeah, so that means that we have to come back again during the rainy season. Because as I told you, they live in fast-flowing streams.
Okay.
And now, as we're going down there, our streams are dried up.
Oh.
And so it will be very difficult for you to stay, even if you stay overnight. And so during the rainy season, you can come back.
We have to
and then
come back.
we go for the frog
We'll
tour.
go for
And
it.
you'll be able to see a number of them.
The Togo slippery
Slippery
frog.
frog.
So apart from the frog, we saw another animal on your signboard, which looks like porcupine, but it's not.
Yes, so it's called the pangolin.
Pangolin.
Yes. What locally we call, in tree we call aprawa.
Aprawa.
In tree, yes.
They are also here?
Yes. We have them here. So for the pangolins in the whole world, we have 9 species.
Okay.
Pangolins in the whole world. We have 4 in Africa and 5 in Asia.
Right.
In Africa, Ghana was blessed with 3, but currently we are only seeing 2.
Ghana was blessed with 3
3
out of the 9 species, but currently we are left with 2 of the species. We are seeing only
2 so
of the species.
There are works going on somewhere in Chabobo National Park to see if you can find the other one over there. So up here we only have 1 species here called the white-bellied pangolin.
The white-bellied pangolin.
Yes.
That's what you have here at Onipone.
Yes.
Endangered species
Refuge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the forest that houses all these endangered species.
Yes, so this is part of the forest.
This is
So
part of the forest.
As you go to the walkway, you
Yes.
see a vast area. So the forest is in a valley.
The forest is in a valley.
And then there are some, so there is mountainous.
Okay.
And then there are more species here that are new to science.
Right.
Some are being discovered new.
There are new species here that
Yes.
are being discovered.
Yes, yes.
So as we walk on the walkway, can we chance on some of the animals running beneath it and
No,
doing their own
so
thing?
so where the walkway is, so where we have the waterfall.
Okay.
And so over there, you may see some of the frog species, but not the Togo slippery
Not the
frog.
Togo slippery
Yes.
frog.
But when you go for hiking through the forest, you might chance of some of their droppings, their feeding
Okay.
behavior. So when we go on patrols, we look out for those signs, their droppings. So when you see a droppings that look like on top of the sheep, you'll be able to tell whether it was an antelope
Or it was this
or it
animal.
was a bay diker, Massachusetts diker. You'll be able to see.
That
from
means
those
all
ones.
of them are here.
Yes. So once we see those signs,
You know.
we are aware that they are there.
But don't they come out here?
They are scared of us.
They are scared of you.
Because of human activities. They've been killing them, and so once they don't come closer.
A very important question. If I find that a certain species is endangered and I actually bring it here, do you accept such animals?
Yes, so like the pangolins.
Yes.
No, we have wildlife clubs in the schools.
Right.
That we've educated them on the not to kill pangolins, not to hunt pangolins. So if their parents bring them to the house, they sneak here, come and tell us.
And then
Then we go
you go for it
and we go and release back
into the forest. You're doing a great job. I am sure the animals are happy you are
Sure,
protecting them. I
They
think
should
you are
be
their
happy.
best friends.
They should be
because
happy. They
if
should
you
be
don't
happy.
protect them, I have people here who can even damage some of them.
Yes. So
Wow,
we
beautiful
so
conversation here.
last year alone, for the pangolin, last year here, we rescued about 15 of them.
You rescued about 15 pangolins here.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Now, so if someone wants to come, yeah, of course, definitely people are watching. If they want to come, give the finest direction, the most accurate direction to get the person here.
Okay, so when you're coming from Accra, if you're using public transport,
Yeah.
you either go to Tudu,
Okay.
pick STC, or Medina to pick in the whole car.
Yeah.
So once you pick the car from Medina to Ho,
Yeah.
to bring you to the whole main station.
Right.
And from there we have taxis there that brings you right here.
Right here.
So
what should you tell the taxi
When you
driver?
get to the whole station, you just out of your first station.
I'm at your first
Yeah,
station.
once you board into the car, then you come to the Canopy walkway.
Canopy
It will
walkway.
really drive you here.
Beautiful. So it's easier. And if you're driving, drive straight to
Ho.
right? Or use Google Map. That's all. We used Google Map.
So just type Canopy walkway on Google Map and
It will bring you straight
directly,
and
yeah.
come. The road is good, but when you start climbing, it's quite winding and all that.
yeah.
So you'd have to relax. No Formula One skills, but you can come here. So we'll be checking out the Canopy walkway. I don't know if we are strong enough to walk on it. I'm talking about heart.
You go slowly,
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
go
you'll
slowly,
be able to do all the
No
259 steps.
How many steps?
259 steps.
Let's go.
Only.
Interesting.
Yeah.
259 steps.
Only.
No, it don't be only.
Oh, that's only. That's the one sending you down there. Oh.
Before
So
another one will bring you
You
up.
climb the same thing up. It's one way.
We go see last for our eyes. Wow. So it is open from 8 a.m.
8 a.m. to 4:30 from
To
Monday
4:30.
to Saturday.
Monday
Then
to
on
Saturday.
Sunday,
Yeah.
it's 9 o'clock a.m. to
Okay.
4:30.
to 4:30. So people do come. Like
Yeah, sure,
you get
sure.
traffic, eh?
On holidays, fine.
holidays.
Yes, but on weekdays and then
Weekdays, once in a while they come through. So is this where the road leads to the walkway?
yes, please.
Okay. We want to see how the place is. Yeah.
So Frank will join.
Frank
there.
will join us.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
so Frank. Manager, thank you. Manager, the MSC. So Frank will continue with us to the walkway.
Probably. I'll give you two different tour guides.
Bring
so,
them.
so that they can go. So Godwin will lead the group and then
So, historian Godwin, we have a lot of work to do with Godwin. A lot of work. He is the historian here. Amejope. Eddie, you want us to siphon the history before we go to the walkway?
Are we going to go down there?
We want to see it, not too deep into it. Yeah. Then we come back.
Okay.
Are we good?
No problem.
Historian.
I'm with you.
Give it to me. Nice one. And Frank, so let's go. You lead the pack as we go. Manager, we're coming. So this place has been in existence for how many years?
Well, the Canopy walkway has been in existence for about 1 year and a month.
The Canopy walkway has been in existence for 1 year and a month.
We
Okay.
did commission it. That was the 18th of November 2022.
18th November 2022. That's when the Canopy walkway was commissioned.
Exactly.
But how about the Onepone Endangered Species Refuge?
It has been here for more than 7 years.
It's been here for more than 7 years.
Yes.
Whose idea is it? Is it for the government? Is it for the community?
It is an idea of an NGO
Okay.
by the name Help Conservation Ghana.
Help Conservation
Conservation
Ghana.
Ghana.
An NGO.
An NGO.
Okay.
And as the name implies, HEP actually, that is a short form of the word herpetology.
Okay. Herp.
Help.
HERP.
Yes.
Help Ghana.
Ghana is the short form of the word
Herpetology.
herpetology.
Okay.
That simply means the study of reptiles and amphibians.
Okay.
So the NGO, as my brother might have mentioned, was actually sentenced on frogs in this community.
It was based on
On
frogs
frogs in this
in
community.
this community.
The key of which is the Togo slippery frog.
Yes. And we are told this community used to consume those frogs.
Well, the community used to consume those frogs
Not
and still consumes those frogs.
Ah.
The only difference now is that The community does not consume the frogs within our borders.
Okay.
The conservation area.
Okay.
However, anywhere outside this area is allowed
They
for them
can
to
consume
eat.
it.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I love the clarity. So they won't consume frogs found within your borders here.
Within the forest conservation
Within
area.
the forest conservation area.
Yes.
Anywhere else, if they find the frog on their way to Amejope somewhere,
They eat it.
so they eat it.
They eat it.
But they are not Chinese. You guys are not Chinese. Why are you eating frogs?
Well, it has always been a generational delicacy of our forefathers.
Wow.
And something transferred onto us.
Wow.
So you can imagine how it feels like to be in the terrain or domain of this frog.
These frogs. You eat frogs?
I eat them. I don't joke with them at all. I don't joke with them at all.
Even snakes, we eat.
We eat.
You eat snakes here?
Yes.
Gabon viper.
You eat Gabon viper here? Oh, like yo, man, Eddie.
We eat.
It's a delicacy. You see how he say he doesn't joke with frogs here. You eat them. It's one of your main meat here.
Yes.
Is it all the 7 communities?
Well, I don't think so. But the Bajeme eat that.
Bajeme eats.
Biakpa does.
Right.
And we also.
Vane also does. So you people represent Amejope or Vane?
Avatime.
Avatime.
Yes.
Avatime. You eat the frogs and snakes. So just so you know,
Not all snakes.
not all snakes.
Yes.
You mentioned it.
Yeah,
The
that's
Gabon viper.
Gabon viper.
But we call it legally.
Legally, that's
Legally.
how you call it.
Yeah, legally.
Okay,
Very
let's
delicious and
Let's
palatable.
Eddie, you tell me what you right.
And Eddie, talking about our borders,
Yes.
and where we actually do the frog tours,
Yes.
is this very stream. This is supposed to be a stream,
But it's dried up.
but it is dried up now.
Okay.
So on matters of the evening, this is the stretch we actually do take to have a look at that frog and also to try the ability of catching it.
And to see if you can actually catch it.
Exactly.
It's difficult, huh?
Very difficult because it's extremely slippery.
It will move.
It will move. And even if you grab it, it's able to come out of your hand.
So then how are you able to catch and chew it?
We are quite tactical. We've been in it for a long time. So we should be able to
oh,
catch
sorry,
it.
frog hunters. Do you trap them?
Some people trap them, but we go for them. We catch them. We catch them. Hand to hand.
Tackle. You go for them. Okay, after you, sir.
No problem.
It's getting interesting here. Please take note of the info we're gathering. Onepone Endangered Species Refuge. Yes. So this place is a stream, but it's dried up. So this is where the frog tour happens, but currently it is dry. But in the rainy season, you would have a lot of water in here.
So this stream is called Amejopeme.
This is Amejopeme. The stream is called Amejopeme. Right. Amejope means the beginning of humanity, origin of humanity. Great. Amejopeme. Okay, let's do it. Yeah. Great.